my friend, it's Pat Sloan here. So I have a bunch of different things, and we have chicken salad quilt today, or the chickenless chicken salad quilt, no matter which way you're making it. But I want to talk about the other things first and show them to you. So first of all is this, there's actually a sewing needle in the back at the top. So I have to be careful when I take this down because I'm hand stitching the sleeve. This is My Blue Heaven, which is a pattern designed by Stephanie Sheridan, made with my drawing room fabric in just the blue fabrics. And this is the free pattern. So it will be online. If it's not online right when you watch this, it'll be there very soon. But look how fabulous this is. Look at that. Bobby helped me with the sewing, our ambassador Bobby, but it is a much easier quilt to make than it looks. There is just regular construction, but it's how the blocks are arranged, and it's just really, really spectacular. And it is going to go to the trade show in Houston. It'll just be there for shop owners and other designers, you know, and industry people for the trade show portion. It won't be there during the festival, which a lot of you go to. They don't have a booth at festival. But I want to hang it up here while we're going through things today. These are shipped if you pre-ordered, and many people are getting it, so don't share it for a little bit yet. We want to be sure everybody gets their boxes before they share. It is spectacular. I plan to make what's in here this weekend so that when I open my box I can actually show you the finished one. I had a bit of happy mail. I want to show you the happy mail. So fun. This is from Cheryl in Wyoming. Look at the beautiful card. Look at this. And then she said she was out Halloween costume shopping with her grandson, and she came across the mushroom pen. Oh, this is so fabulous. Thank you so much for thinking of me when you saw this. So, it's got like a little wee mushroom on the side. How sweet is this? I love it. And then I had another happy mail from Carol in Canada. And so she sent a sweet card, and you know what this is, right? It's a wee little critter. A wee little critter, because she said she really thought one of the critter quilts needs a mouse. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. It's a cute mouse, not the real kind of mouse. Yeah, not what those. So thank you for that. Just darling. If we have time at the end, I'll show you one other thing. Not that somebody sent, but that the Fat Quarter Shop sent. Well, we'll see if we get there because I don't want to run out of time. I also bought myself something. You know these boxes, right? They say Jim Shore on them. Yeah, there. He's got the most great, the most great figures. And I thought, I don't know, you know, you're ever on the internet, right? You're doing something, you're innocent, totally innocent, looking at something, and a cute thing out the corner of your eye, you're like, well, I just got to go check that out. And so somehow I found out he has this series of gnomes. There are many of them. I bought it on eBay, and I thought he was so cute for winter, like fall into winter. He's got like an acorn. I think they call it an acorn. Looks like an acorn to me. Yeah, they call it an acorn hat. So white woodland gnome with the acorn hat. But I thought the white was great because he can go right into winter. So I can use him from now through till like, you know, March. So I thought he was just great with his little coat. Look at this. Okay, well, I had to have it. I absolutely had to have it. It wasn't my fault though. It wasn't my fault because somehow I saw it somewhere. All right. So I also finished, it's never our fault, right? Never. There they are, the pumpkins, the little white pumpkins. This is from the Cluck Cluck Sew, the mini version, and I am delighted. Okay, so this is the other thing I want to do this weekend, is quilt this so that I can enjoy it. Yes. Now I did work on some things that I want to show you. I did a little video while I was doing it last night. So let me just run that clip. First, let me show you that I started this pumpkin. Remember I said I wanted to add, I did this from a previous project Fat Quarter Shop had for Halloween. There's a thread. And then I didn't want to do the rest of the project, so I thought I would take the friendly pumpkin from this year's with a little face on it. And I thought, oh, well, this was probably one that was started last year. Oh no, my friends. Look at that date. Oh my goodness. So this was the original. And I know I won't do that, but I will put this one pumpkin here, and I just started it. So cute. Plus, I think I'm going to end up putting 3 of these. I'll probably end up doing like 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, kind of balancing them out, and then make this into either a little pillow or a little wall hanging. Probably just make it a little pillow. I'll have the pumpkin cross-stitch pillow collection. Okay, so I have that. Now let me show you the houses that need trimmed. So here we go. I want to show you the edge because a couple of people asked me when I was doing the matchstick quilting, did I go all the way out? Did I start out here? And it's like, no, because I don't want to be sewing this much more on either side for no reason at all. Plus that much more thread. All of this would be threaded up here for no reason. So what I did was just stitch it, like a 1/4 of an inch, started like a 1/4 of an inch out there. So this will be trimmed now, and I already have the binding made, which is, I believe, either in both blues, like this blue, and the other blue down here, like Scrappy, I can't remember. But I have it made. And so I'm going to trim this guy, and then I have to trim one more and do binding. And here is the free pattern for Drawing Room called My Blue Heaven by Stephanie Sheridan. It is so amazing. She did such a fantastic design, and it's free. So those of you who want something a little bit different, this will be on my website soon, and on the fabric page, and at the Benartex website for my fabric, the Drawing Room. And the Drawing Room has a lot of browns in it, the warm cozy colors, and then it has the blue colorway. Look at this. Okay, so I've got to get this trimmed, and I have a clip, which is the top left corner, and then here is the wide back, the beautiful Drawing Room wide back. I don't know, I feel like I need like a bedspread, like I need to make just a whole cloth with this because it's a wide back, so I could just do a whole cloth for the bed. What do you think? Oh my goodness. And this comes in several other colors. Okay, so I'm gonna trim. So this is what I was putting binding on, the one thing, but I have the houses up. So let me also just show you that with the other camera. Here we go. The houses are up on my wall. There's into my living room. There's the dining room. And they just look so great. And the cool thing is that matchstick quilting is so flat. It is incredibly flat. It looks so fantastic. So it really looks good up there. I will leave it there. Probably this weekend. The other thing I'm going to do, remember I don't have any video on Monday, so I think I need to switch all the quilts out. It's time to do that for the fall, and I'll probably put that up at the same time, put the fall things up. So I'll just get to enjoy the houses for a little bit, but I might put them up maybe in January again. I think they might be good for January. So I want to show you, the one thing is the koala chair. I'm waiting on the people to write me, because they do all, it's their giveaway, so they have to contact people, get answers back, all that good stuff. And so when I hear that, it'll probably be next week, I'll hear who was the winner of that. Our 100,000 members, our 100,000 subscribers here at YouTube, the quilt went to Joanne in Florida. And here she is with her quilt. So nice, so nice. She had there was a hurricane came through, and then she went on vacation, and so then I had to send it down after all that. So the quilt just recently got to her the other day, and so it is so exciting that it finally is there and she can enjoy it. And also, when we sent the book and the Jolly Bar out to our other friend Suzanne, And she had told me that cornucopias were her favorite fall item, so she put her cornucopia out early and took a picture for me. Isn't that sweet? I love it. Just love it. Thank you so much. So I have a quilt parade for block number 2, just block 2 of the Autumn Wonders. I'm a little late, I know, but I'll try to get the 3rd one before we do the 4th one. But let's go ahead and look at the quilt parade. They are so great. Angie's has this really cute butterfly with the lines, like little stick lines. Such a neat fabric. It looks really, really good. Barbara's got sunflowers. They're so sweet. And the green, the small squares are in green. It really makes a really nice high contrast on her block. Bonnie Jean, I love this background fabric. So if you're wondering what to, if you have a little bit more busy fabric, here is what it looks like. And she's got the orange small squares. Bree has kitties. Look at the kitties in there. And then she also used, can you see, there's the black small squares. She has orange small squares, turquoise, and red. So she did a real mix of all the colors in the kitty fabric. Darlene's is a beautiful, beautiful tonal. It has a white on white and then this sweet little print with the tulips. Deborah did this really cool sort of modeled. I don't know if that's a linen or whether it's a grunge fabric, but it's got some really great texture and then those vibrant leaf squares. Georgia's is darling. She has fussy cut the birds. Look in the orange squares. You'll see the sweet little birds in many of the blocks. And I will have you note, mushrooms. Look at the mushrooms. Love it. Jackie's is also Autumn Wonders. We've got a lot of fall fabrics for her light and her dark. And she did her colorations different where she's using the white as the small squares. Can you see that? So it looks so good. This is Jeannie's, another with a great fall fabric. The pumpkins and sunflowers. Looks like it's got a little bit of gold and glitz. There's actually grapes in there too. Very cool. And then she has green and white for the small squares. Jeannie is, look at these big pumpkins. Look how cute they are. Plus the little gingerbreads. That is the sweetest ever. What a great block. This would be a cool full quilt. Make that quilt up so we can see what it looks like. We've got Kathy's in such a pretty fall fabric for the little squares. Really, really delicate looking. Love that. Mary's is pastels. It's like raindrops in the small squares and then like sort of sky fabric. And look, if that's her ironing board cover, it's beautiful. Love that fabric. Mary has a, look, fall. Doesn't that green, was that argyle? Green argyle look like fall? And then she has 2 different lights. Melissa's, look at this. Love the orange and the black, and then she used a 3rd light fabric. So it looks, so you can see, I love how they change when you use a 3rd fabric in this block. And you've done them in many different ways, so this is so fun to see. Sandy's is blue and yellow, just classic. That is so gorgeous. Love, love, love that blue. That blue. Sarah's is Americana, red, white, and blue. So she's done 2 of the rows in red and then 2 in blue with that great background fabric. Look at the stars. 2 more. One from Sarah with the dragonflies. This is so beautiful. She pulled the peachy kind of orange out, which gives it a really nice fall look. And again, she used a 3rd fabric for the white. And Sylvia's comes in with another gorgeous fall with that darker blue, not navy or anything, but it's like maybe like a colonial blue. Really effective with fall quilts. Thank you everybody for a wonderful quilt show. Another thing that's going on is the Oliso Irons came out with a brand new style and colors of their mini iron. So the mini iron is totally sort of redone and it looks fantastic. I don't have one yet, but they're taking pre-orders and there is a discount if you pre-order. So I will link you below in the description box and at my website in case you are interested in one of the mini irons. So I want to give you an update on the Make-A-Wish quilts and how that money came in and where it came from, because it was an incredibly successful year for Make-A-Wish. The donations came for just the patterns, and then some of you then bought raffle tickets to win one of the quilts. Plus, Kimberly and Kevin Jolly donate an amount, and Moda Fabrics donated an amount. And so the raffle, which was different than auctions, the raffle did an incredible $21,000. And they were quilts of mine, Corey Yoder, Robin Pickens, Lisa Bongine, and Kimberly Jolly's quilts. And so you bought a ticket, and all of those quilts, the winners have been contacted, and all of that good stuff. Now, and 100% of that goes to that 21,000 goes to Make-A-Wish. Then there was the money that came in from the other places, from the sale of the patterns, because you bought $10 to sew along, which was totally reasonable. The total was $113,000. Well, almost $114,000. Holy cow. Since 2014, the Kimberly and Kevin Jolly, the Fat Quarter Shop, have been running the charity for Make-A-Wish, and they have raised over $733,000, which is 110 wishes that have been granted since 2014. So that's almost 10 years. Next year will be 10 years. That's incredible. I have a link below to the article that they wrote, so you can go look at the numbers and all that good stuff. Now, next year, the quilt for next year is called Moonbeams, and there's a peek of it, and theirs is going to be that coloration. There will be kits to do it like that, and then I will be sewing mine in the blues. So exciting. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and do the chicken salad. I am going to go to the other side of the table, and I will put up the chicken salad here on this wall, so when we come back at the end, we can see it all together. So our chickenless chicken salad, or maybe you're now doing a chicken salad quilt like I am, because I have one chicken in mine. They are a sew along that was done maybe 2 years ago at the Fat Quarter Shop, and Lori Holt with her books, she did all applique chickens, and then Fat Quarter Shop did pieced blocks from both of these books. You could pick your own blocks from one or the other book, but I want to tell you, as of right now, I have a link to where these books are like 40% off, both of them. And so if you are looking to pick one of them up, they are fantastic books. They have so many great patterns and ideas in them. They are well worth it. So we are doing canning jars this week, which is from this book. Now, if you are doing the applique chickens, Miss Myrtle is your girl. So it's Myrtle's week for the applique chickens, and at my website today, I have the parts from the templates, so that if you're doing Lori's project, you have to have this set of templates, which gives you all of the chicken parts that you all the different chicken shapes that you will trace. And they're 12-inch blocks, and so that's how that works. So all of that info is over there. So let's see, the canning jars. I have to tell you a little backstory on canning, because when we were first married, Greg and I, we bought our first house. Here's the canning jars, so cute. We bought our first house, and I was really obsessed with sort of country things. That was sort of a popular thing. There was a country living series with the Time Life books, and I was getting that series, and one of them was on canning. I got a ball jar book on canning. I never did canning, but I read a lot about it. I don't know why I didn't do it, because the supplies were not that expensive. I could have gone and done it, but I never did. I don't think maybe I just didn't really want to dive there. I wasn't really sure. Now, if you're in my kitchen group, lots of people are canning lately. Our ambassador, Melissa, has a lot of canning. Some of the other ones do too, but in the kitchen group, people have been sharing what they've been doing, which is so fun. Okay, let me show you. This is my background, and then here are the tops of the canning jars. And then luckily, all the rest of the fabric has fit beautifully right on the big design board. This is the 18-inch design board, which is the largest one you can purchase. You, of course, can make your own, but I buy them. This is the 18-inch, and hold on. There's the 14 inch, which you really need. The 14 inch is my go-to. This one is the 10 inch, and I use the 10 inch a lot. And then there are some small ones, which are, what are they? They are, oh, they're called 7. So there's 7 inch. 18, 14, 10, and 7. So those are the design board sizes. Anyways, here we go. I've got the sashing on here. This is the little blue cherries. I've got the plates, they're like dinner plates and flower pots. I will have to look at my cutting because I don't want too many flower pots upside down for my strip. The hanging utensils, the blue, we're using this blue a lot. You'll see now, you can see this blue popping all through the sashing, which is really cool. And then this week's, it is the gold pears. Remember, there's 2 of these. One has like green pears or something, and the other one gold. So it's the gold pears. And then here's each of the canning jars, which will have this lid. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these, and we'll go back to the other side and see how it looks with everything else. Here are the canning jars. They turned out super cute. Now, I did have a thought, well, I could go find some of my stash and replace a few of them. And I tested one, and I thought, well, I can't really just replace one because the look and feel of this fabric, I'd have to replace probably 3 of them so that I could get, you know, like a more interesting balance, because it would be weird to just have one of them like this unique fabric and 5 of them not. So I thought, okay, that's it. We're just doing it like this time. That's maybe one of the other ones. I'll switch some fabric out. So this is just so darling. I'm so loving everything about it. Okay, it'll go over here and live in all of its wonderful busyness with the others. And I'll have a straight-on photo at my website today. Okay, so as of right now, my original blog, which is where my Monday and Friday articles have been written, is now back in service. As of right when I'm videotaping this, Greg texted me and says it's back up. So that was, just have one outstanding issue still of the automated notice that there's a new article is still a problem, and so I have to manually send something. But we'll see. We'll get something will get a workaround. So don't forget to look for your own vintage Farm Girl books. They might still be on sale, probably are when this video runs. And this will be coming. My drawing room will be coming to your local quilt shops, and this pattern will be online fairly soon. I'll let you know when it's up there. All right, my friend, I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone. There's no video on Monday. Remember that. I'll see you online.